At PNW Web Designers, we specialize in creating professional, functional, and affordable websites for small businesses. Whether you're across town or across the Pacific Northwest, we will help you get your business online with a cost-friendly website that is visually appealing, user-friendly, and optimized for search engines. Contact us to request your free demo.
On the wing, doesn't matter, run it through JJ. Number 2, adopt the spoiler mentality. Just like the girls did against Owako, take it to the Ravens. Get physical, get nasty, not in our house. Number 3 is get Parker Johnson. He needs to get greedy. He is shooting 50% from the floor, but he just isn't shooting enough. And he needs to look for his offense early and often. The word is out on JJ Eastman, and Johnson needs to take advantage of it. And number 4, let it all hang out. What do you have to lose? You're 3-13. Play fast and loose.
So Raymond and South Bend High Schools combined back in November of 2023 for sports. And this year's boys varsity team is led by senior guard Chris Quintana, who's averaging a whopping 20 points per game and almost 6 rebounds per contest. Junior forward Carson Ritterbush is chipping in 7.4 points per game. Ravens are shooting 39% from the field, 27% from three-point range, and almost 56% from the free throw line. What we've seen all season long is nobody can shoot free throws in Pacific 2B. Raymond High School is located about 48 miles southeast from Ocean Shores, just off Route 101, while South Bend is just a few miles southwest of Raymond. The Ravens are averaging about 56 points a game, so they're not the highest scoring team we've seen this year. And just like any other team, they can be had. After tonight's game, the Hyak's boys squad has just 3 games left on the slate. They'll head up to Forks Friday night to take on the Spartans and then host Acosta Saturday and Tohola Monday night on senior night. Acosta just beat Tohola last night by 3 in a thriller. In other 2B action this week, Evergreen Lutheran is at Chief Leshai and Ilwaco is at Willapa Valley tomorrow night. So a little bit of a starting lineup change, as you mentioned. We're going to have the J.J. Eastman, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, whoever flew game.
Get it right.
I know. I had Kobe in my head for some reason. Anyway, the Michael Jordan flu game. So J.J.'s going to come off the bench tonight. The Hyaks are not as deep as they usually are. No Jaden Apodaca, no Noah Aquino. So starting lineups for the Hyaks tonight: Parker Johnson back in the starting lineup, Dakota Russell, Aiden Boatwright, Sonny Terrell, and Sawyer Reither. So they're going to have a big lineup, big for them anyway, to start the ball game. And then for Raymond South Bend, you got Chris Banker, a junior forward, Chris Quintana, who we mentioned, senior guard, Carson Ritterbush, he's a junior forward, Tanner Morris, sophomore forward, and Aaron Samaro, he's a junior post player, and that's your starting lineup for Raymond South Bend. They've got a couple of players no longer on their roster as well, so they suit up 13. Their head coach is John Schrey, and the head coach for North Beach is Jordan Fry of the Ocean Shores North Beach Fries. There's a lot of fries.
True.
So, once again, we are on North Beach TV's YouTube channel tonight. And we'll be tape delayed on North Beach TV, cable channel 68. Daryl Prouse, executive producer. We've got Papa B on the board in the studio at the KOSW station tonight. I'm sure Trey Smith will relieve him at some point. Tomorrow night, the Forks Spartans girls squad comes to Ocean Shores to take on North Beach. North Beach lost last night to Raymond South Bend on the road. We will not discuss the score of that game.
No.
So the officials for tonight's game, we got Robert Edwards II, Bob Wiley, and Scotty Prince. It's a crew we're familiar with, and based on what we saw in the JV game that the Hyaks did win earlier tonight, 51-47, they're going to officiate this one pretty tight.
It'll not be the girls' game against Owako, where for about a half, there was about less than 5 foul calls that entire half.
And it was one of the most physical basketball games I've seen in the 3 years I've been doing this. It was something else. Unfortunately, the girls could not sustain that momentum after the big upset win over Owako and lost last night. So the girls and boys standings, the girls have tightened up with Raymond South Bend catching Forks in the standings. The boys are a lot different. It's basically Forks and everybody else. You've got Raymond South Bend and Owako, and then you got North Beach and Chief Leshai bringing up the rear. So J.J. Eastman has been averaging about 16 points a game all season long. Parker Johnson, Sonny Terrell somewhere in the 6 to 7 points a game area. They're going to need contributions from everybody tonight to win this game.
And you're understaffed in a sense when it comes to the bench area, with losing a couple players in that area, and no JJ to start, and him being ill, it's going to hurt for sure, and we'll see how much we can get out of him, but it's important that he plays, and you got to manage him well, though. You can't overuse him, but it's not a Michael Jordan flu game, but it is his flu game. It's hard not to mention that, but it's going to be a tough one. Owako's a stingy team. You got to be able to, like the girls, you got to play upset against this team. And, from just looking perspective, size-wise, you're going to have to deal with some big boys down low for Owako, and that's, part of the reason why you go with a bigger lineup, but also J.J. Eastman being ill. So you're going to have some big nights out of Sawyer right there and Aiden Boatwright.
Yep. It's out of necessity that you have the bigger lineup starting the game. Taking a look at the eyeball test, right? So Tanner Morris and Aaron Samaro, the frontliners for Raymond South Bend, they're not the biggest guys we've seen, but compared to North Beach's guys, Raymond South Bend's guys have a little bit of a size advantage.
Yeah, and you just got to be the more physical team, and I didn't know we keep comparing with the girls, but what the Hyak girls did is you take advantage of the star player being injured, the lack of depth on their bench, and just imposing your will on them. In this case, you do got to impose your will. You got to be the more physical team, but as we said in the intro, Parker Johnson needs to shine.
Well, you got to throw a blanket over Chris Quintana, right? And if you can do that, make somebody else beat you. Now, if you're the Houston Rockets and the Boston Celtics like the other night, you take away their best player and other players end up beating you, but you got to be able to live with that strategy, right?
Yeah, and when we look at Quintana averaging about 20 points a game, it's kind of like JJ. The word's out on him. We know what to expect, even though we've never seen him before. So you got to expect different contributions, and we'll see how deep this Owako team is. Raymond South Bend, goodness gracious.
I know, we got Owako on the brain, right? Me with Kobe Bryant, and you with Owako. We got about 2:15 until pregame festivities get underway. Mike Hawkins, our scoreboard operator and resident institution PA announcer with the inadvertent horn once a game. He'll be handling the perfunctory announcements, and then yours truly will handle the introductions of the starting lineups. And then we'll hand it over to Mike for the Pledge of Allegiance, National Anthem, whatever we're doing tonight.
Whatever we're doing.
One of those. And the other thing, too, is Sonny Terrell has got to be able to create his own offense. He's the one guy, we talked about it last time. He's the street baller. He's the guy who can get his offense anytime he wants.
Yeah, and I do think he's probably the best shot creator besides J.J. Eastman on the team, but unlike J.J., who it doesn't really matter where J.J. is on the floor, he can create. The thing is about Sonny Terrell is sometimes he'll force his offense way too early in the shot clock, and that'll cost the team a possession or multiple, especially early in games, and foul trouble does linger with this Hyak team. So what's the only good thing about JJ coming off the bench is you don't have to worry about foul trouble early on with him in particular. I have no doubt he'll be on a minute restriction, but let's hope that he can make some sort of an impact and the Hyak bench can show out.
Well, the one person I'm looking forward to seeing tonight is Dakota Russell, because I have a feeling he's going to be in Katana's jersey most of the night.
And, he's more physical than he looks, and we saw that in the football field multiple times, so it's going to have to be a big game out of Dakota Russell. Big game out of, I know I keep mentioning Parker Johnson. He's got to create some offense early and often. He can shoot the ball really well. He just got to be aggressive.
And if he can draw defenders to himself, that'll open things up for other players, especially Boatwright and Reither in the dunker spot on the baseline. So the thing about this Dakota Russell, we've talked about it all season long, especially going back to that Northwest Christian game. He is a pesky defender, and he's got active hands. He's got a way of poking the ball away from behind if you beat him off the dribble. He never gives up on a play. So Mike Hawkins making the perfunctory, obligatory announcements. How many adjectives can I come up with?
Just stop there.
All right. So, again, John Schrey is the head coach for Raymond South Bend. I do kind of like the fact that, again, the Ravens are wearing black. It's not blue, white, and yellow like we've seen all season long from about 12 teams.
True.
So, again, I'll be handling the announcements for the starting lineup here in just a moment. As Mike tells everybody to behave per the WIAA rules. I would appreciate a spotlight for, the flashlight that you do for me, because it'll get dark in here in a minute.
Yeah.
So we get the Hyak's cheerleaders tonight. No band. Sparse crowd tonight. We've seen bigger, but they are loud. Always loud.
We appreciate your cooperation in supporting the tobacco-free environment by refraining from using tobacco products at tonight's activities. And now it is my pleasure to turn the microphone over to Mr. Jerry Hyak with KOSW Radio for tonight's player introductions.
Thank you, Mike. Good evening and welcome to Larry Moore's House of Pain at Northeast High School in Ocean Shore, Washington. The starting lineup for the Raymond South Bend Ravens. At forward, junior number 2, Chris Banker. At guard, senior number 4, Chris Quintana. At forward, junior number 22, Carson Ritterbush. At forward, sophomore number 33, Tanner Morris. And in the post, junior number 35, Aaron Samaro. The head coach for the Raymond South Bend is John Schrey.
now we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance led by Mike Hawkins. I think I'm all loosened up now. What do you think?
Join
Yeah.
singing with our national anthem. Thank you.
Just giving them the microphone.
Right.
All right, good evening and welcome to Hyak basketball on KOSW 88.9 FM, streaming at KOSWradio.com, simulcast on North Beach TV's YouTube channel. Live video tonight. Be tape delayed on North Beach TV cable channel 68. I'm Jerry Knack along with Noah Knack. Daryl Proust is our video producer. And we've got Papa B back in the studio at the KOSW station. Hyak's taking on the Raymond South Bend Ravens. Sawyer Reither is going to jump it up against Tanner Morris. So starting lineup, Chris Banker, Chris Quintana, Carson Ritterbush, Tanner Morris, and Aaron Samaro for the Ravens. For the Hyaks, Parker Johnson, Dakota Russell, Aiden Boatwright, Sonny Terrell, and Sawyer Reither. J.J. Eastman battling the flu. He should come off the bench, but see limited minutes. So Sawyer Reither ready to jump it up against Tanner Morris. Morris backs it out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Hyaks.
Don't think the crowd is playing.
No. No, they are not. All right, so Sonny Terrell, number 34. Hyaks in white, Ravens in black. Parker Johnson at point guard. Crossover dribble. He's picked up by Chris Banker. Here's Dakota Russell. He tries to drive inside. Does. Tough shot. No good. Rebound by Banker.
Definitely forced up a good rotation by the Hyaks offense to start.
Here comes Quintana the other way, averaging 20 points a game. Gets it to Banker. Wanted a three, changed his mind. Gets it to Quintana. He gets a screen. Foul line extended. Dumps it off inside to Aaron Samaro, and he has the basket. 2-0.
Having a guy like Quintana, a lot of movement, a lot of eyes are going to be on him, a lot of backdoor cuts can happen to lead to easy buckets.
So Johnson gets a screen, launches a three, in and out. Not a bad look.
No, it wasn't.
So here comes Quintana between the legs dribble. He brings it up with speed, picked up by Dakota Russell. Fadeaway jump shot, top of the key, and that rolls in.
It's going to be trouble if you can't have him then just getting stops on him early in possessions, especially in the first quarter.
4-0 is the score. Here come the Hyaks. Man-to-man defense from South Bend. Raymond South Bend, that is. Here's Parker Johnson, picked up by Banker on the right wing, gets it in the corner. Long two from Sonny Terrell, no good. Batted around. Parker Johnson with the offensive rebound. Gets it to Terrell. Top of the key to Dakota Russell. He's picked up by his opposite number 22, Ritterbush. Corner, Sonny Terrell, three on the way. It is an air ball. Samaro with the rebound. Here comes Quintana the other way. Picked up by Parker Johnson. Out to Ritterbush, three on the way from the right wing. Short off the iron. Offensive rebound for Raymond South Bend. Missed by Samaro on the putback. There's a foul. Samaro will go to the line to shoot two. Foul on Sonny Terrell, his first.
Second chance opportunities both defenses being allowed, and the Hyaks have not been able to take advantage, but had some decent looks at Sonny Terrell, a wide open three in the corner that it was an air ball, but still you have opportunities. You're getting good rotation. First one's up and good. And on defense for the Hyaks, a lot of cutting from this Raymond South Bend Ravens offense to allow different things on the baseline, and not all the attention has to be in Quintana.
Second free throw is up and no good. Offensive rebound, put back is no good. Sonny Terrell fights for the rebound. We've got a foul, and we'll see who they call it on. And that's going to be on Samaro, his first. Hyaks ball. Some full court pressure. Quintana picks up Sonny Terrell, back over to Parker Johnson. Kind of token pressure, nice play, but Hyaks tried to get it down low. Sonny Terrell, his shot no good. Interesting sequence there. Here comes Quintana, gets 13 feet away and scores.
It's the point, it's kind of the range you do not want, good shooters to be in. That mid-range are usually deadly.
7-0, Ravens with the lead. Boatwright tries to drive inside, gets it out to Sonny Terrell. He's looking for some offense here. Over to Parker Johnson, left wing three on the way, good. And Hyaks are on the board.
Instant offense out of Parker Johnson. It was decent defense, but enough space for a good three-point shooter to take that.
That was a contested shot, and Quintana with the Euro step gets to the cup and scores.
He's a problem in every level of the court.
He's got 6 already. He's got the steal on Dakota Russell there. He drives in behind the back pass to the corner. Banker drives in, glides by Reither, and he scores. He's got his first bucket of the game. It's 11-3. Ravens with the lead. Boatwright with it. We've got a whistle. And we've got a foul. Did they call that on Quintana?
Are you good?
Maybe.
I believe they called a foul on Chris Quintana there.
Okay, I feel like believing that information.
The official scorekeeper nods in affirmative. Thank you. 11-3, 4:59 to go in the first quarter. Sonny Terrell inbounds to Parker Johnson. 2 team fouls for the visitors, 1 for the home team. Parker Johnson drives in, and he is fouled on the play. So that is going to be the second foul on Aaron Samaro here in the first quarter.
That was a really aggressive drive by Parker Johnson. They're using his shoulder a lot to drive in. And, he's a quarterback. He's used to running through defenders.
Shooting foul. He misses the first free throw off the back iron. Samaro heads to the bench. Number 15, Juan Martinez, checks in for the first time. Johnson at the free throw line for the second of 2 free throws. He's got all 3 of the Hyaks points so far. That one is in and out, no good. Rebound, Tanner Morris for the visitors, and here comes Banker the other way. Man-to-man defense here from the Hyaks. Reither cannot prevent the basket from Tanner Morris. Morris will go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play opportunity.
It all started with Sonny Terrell freezing after the shot fake at the top. And being able to drive in, you get Reither in a bad position, cause the foul, and it was a good play there by number 22,
Ritterbusch. Free throw is good. So here come the Hyaks the other way. Parker Johnson with it, gets it to Sonny Terrell, fakes it. Roston Herrera's into the ballgame for the first time for the Hyaks. Gets it down low to Aiden Boatwright for a nice play at the basket.
Good situational awareness by Boatwright. No one was going out the top of the key, driving in and getting the 2.
Quintana gets it into the right corner, back out to the top of the key. Banker gives it up to Ritterbusch. 18-foot jump shot on the way off. However, South Bend gets the rebound. No good. Quintana on the putback, left it short. Here come the Hyaks the other way. Roston Herrera with it, drives in, 13-footer, too strong off the back iron. Ravens with the rebound. Here's Banker with it. He's got 2 points so far. Dribbles against Parker Johnson, hesitation, drives inside. Johnson gets ball. And do we have an offensive foul? Yes, we do. Chris Banker called for his first personal. 4 team fouls now on the visitors with 3:47 to go in the first quarter. Next one, the Hyaks will be shooting free throws.
That's key considering the offense has been slow to start.
14-5 is the score. Here's Parker Johnson. Nobody picks him up. 3 on the way. No good off the back iron. Fight for the rebound, and it falls to Tanner Morris. Here comes Quintana the other way. He wears number 4. He's averaging 20 points a game. Hesitation dribble, gets inside. Left-handed layup is good, and he's got 8.
It's the subtle moves against younger players that can definitely fool them, especially at the top, and then you get able to get the easy drive.
Sonny Terrell drives baseline. His shot no good. Fight for the rebound. Here comes Quintana the other way. Pass down low to number 5. Isaac Schluter checked into the ball game for the first time. We got a foul on the play. That's going to be on Kenny Frank, his first. He had just checked into the ball game.
I didn't see too much contact, though.
And number 15, Juan Martinez will go to the free throw line for a pair. Hyaks with 3 team fouls now. Ravens with no fouls left to give. Free throw, no good.
And as you said, with free throws in this level of basketball, not easy to come by considering.
Mystifies me.
Yeah.
I don't understand how NBA players miss free throws either. Second one's up and good, so he's in the score column. Isaac Schluter, senior guard. All right, here comes the Hyaks the other way. They break the press rather easily. Here's Boatwright, gives it up to Johnson in the corner to Herrera. He's free to fire 3 on the way. Little too flat. Rims out. Quintana comes away with it. Has it poked away, but regains control. Crosses the timeline. Picked up by Herrera. J.J. Eastman set to make his first appearance. 3-pointer from the right corner is good from Schluter.
For a man defense, there was way too much cushion.
20-5 is the score. 2:34 to go in the first quarter. Sonny Terrell with it. Gets it over to the right wing to Herrera. He drives inside, pulls up, gets it into the right corner. Parker Johnson 3 on the way, no good. Herrera, the offensive rebound, right back up. His putback is no good. Here comes Quintana the other way. Speed dribble down the middle. Gives it off. Shot no good. Offensive rebound. Putback no good. Another putback attempt is no good from Tanner Morris. And he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for a pair. And that foul, I'm not sure who that's on. It's got to be on Parker.
It is on Parker.
He signaled 15 and Parker wears 14.
Math is difficult.
That free throw is up and good for Morris. He's got 3. 21-5 with 2:09 to go here in the first quarter. Hyaks trail. They're getting good shot opportunities. They're just not putting the ball in the basket.
And I do like how aggressive Austin Herrera has been, probably the most aggressive we've seen him so far, but some bad shot attempts at least, even though they're good looks.
Free throw no good. Offensive rebound from Raymond South Bend. That shot was an air ball. And here comes Schluter with it, gives it off to Quintana. 3-pointer on the way, no good. And if there's a weakness in his game, it's his 3-point shot.
At least so far.
Here's J.J. Eastman. He's into the game the first time. Dylan Polk and Elton Rocky also into the game first time. Eastman fouled on his way to the basket.
You all right, J.J.?
And that foul is going to be on number 15, Juan Martinez. His first.
Time to put him in.
Hyaks are in the bonus the rest of the way. Here in the first quarter, 21-5 is the score. Eastman at the free throw line for 2. First one is up and good.
And even though, despite his condition right now with J.J. Eastman, you know what you're going to get out of him, and he's going to create some instant offense for you. And Parker Johnson's done a decent job of that today, but he's missed some decent opportunities from three-point line. And even though it is 21-6, make it 21-7, you've still got some opportunities left, and knowing that there's no more fouls to give for the Ravens, you can get aggressive.
So Quintana heads to the bench, gets his first breather of the game. There's a 3 on the way. That's no good. Rebound by the Hyaks. Here comes Johnson the other way looking to push. Gets across half court. He drives inside. Bit of a half hook shot there. No good. Here comes Banker the other way for the visitors. And here's Nolan Miller. He gets it inside. Shots no good. off the Hyaks, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Ravens.
I still think the last couple of possessions, especially in the rebounding side of things, the Hyaks have been getting in better positioning, even though it's still a bit of a problem. They're not boxing out properly.
Miller inbounds to Banker. Cross-court skip pass to the left wing. Three-pointer and no good from Schluter, and the Hyaks have the rebound. Rocky gets it to Eastman. Eastman cross-court to Parker Johnson. He crosses half-court. Between the legs dribble. Calls the play, gets a screen. Elton Rocky with it, gets it to Herrera in the left corner. Gets it down low to Eastman, tough pass. He lays it up and in.
A very nice play using the screen at the top of the key to set up the offense, getting it to J.J. Eastman inside, and an easy 2.
21-9, you gotta win these non-Quintana minutes. Schluter wanted a 3, fakes J.J. up and gets it down low, and that is Nolan Miller's first basket of the game.
It's the guys that are alone on that, side of the court, just down low. You just can't have it.
That dribble penetration is drawing defenders, leaving people open on the baseline. Here's Elton Rocky with it. Right wing. Tries to get past Miller. Over to JJ. JJ picked up by Juan Orozco. He drives in. Scoop shot, no good. Rebound. Raymond South Bend. Here comes Banker the other way. Gets it to Schluter on the baseline. They get him behind Dylan Polk. I think they called a foul. So that's the end of the quarter. Hyaks trail 23-9. Foul on Elton Rocky. That'll be his first. 5 team fouls in the quarter on the Hyaks. Doesn't matter. This is a shooting foul. Juan Martinez at the free throw line. He wears number 15. He's a junior forward. First free throw's up and good. He's in the score sheet.
And the Hyaks have done some decent things offensively. It's just, as you said, the dribble penetration on defense, leaving wide open shots on the baseline. It's going to kill you every time, and even in the non-Quintana minutes, it's hurtful.
25-9 at the end of 1. Raymond South Bend with the lead. Hyaks cheerleaders trying to get the crowd into it. So we'll see what happens here in the second quarter. Some of these shots the Hyaks have put up are good shots. They're open. They've only taken a couple of contested shots, and one of them actually happened to be a three-pointer that went in the basket.
Yeah, and they're getting early offense, and there's not many turnovers on the offensive end, which is good. There's some, but that's, it's the Hyaks, so it's kind of what we've seen the last couple of years. But it's limited, and now with J.J. Eastman in the game, he's created a lot of good shots underneath. It's just on defense, it's about, and now Quintana back in the game, you got to stop him.
Yeah, you gotta throw a blanket over him. All right, here's Banker with it. Gets it over to Nolan Miller, but we've got ourselves a turnover, and that is a foul, I believe, on Quintana. And that's his second personal. It was away from the ball, so I didn't see what happened. Roston Herrera with it, looking for help. Gets it over to Elton Rocky, far right wing, deep wing anyway. Gets it down low to Dylan Polk. A little bit of a Euro step. He is fouled on the play, and Polk will go to the free throw line for a pair.
With guys like Elton Rocky and Polk, the kind of glue guys, you can just kind of put them in there, and they can just run the offense the way you want to. That time it was set up really well, a lot of movement, getting it inside, and Polk was able to get physical and draw the foul.
First free throw is up and off to the left and no good. 25-9 is the score, 7:41 to go here in the second quarter.
Dylan, just relax, man.
Juan Martinez goes to the bench with 2 personals for Raymond South Bend. Polk with the second free throw. That one is up and good. So Dylan Polk in the score column. 25-10 is the score. Here comes Quintana. Tries to dribble on Herrera. Herrera cuts him off. Banker gets it over to Miller. Baseline jump shot off the glass is good.
The Hyaks struggle with any sort of minor movement out in the perimeter, whether it's a shot fake or a hesitation.
Parker Johnson walks into a 3. Too strong, no good. Elton Rocky with the offensive rebound and the score.
Rocky, he is scrappy. We know this from football, and he's always around the play.
Yeah, he's always in the right place at the right time. Banker wanted a step back 3, passes it off to Miller, back to Banker. Banker tries to go against Eastman. 14-foot jump shot, no good. Eastman fights for the rebound. Rocky saves it, gets it to Polk, but he can't handle it. Inside to Banker, no good. Gets his own rebound, kicks it out to Miller. We've got a foul on the play, and it looks like it's going to be on the Hyaks. It's going to be on Roston Herrera, his first.
That one definitely hurts because you had many opportunities to get the defensive rebound, and it's now you had the foul, and now here comes the Ravens.
Miller inbounds at Quintana. He drives baseline. Parker Johnson with a nice contest, but Quintana scores anyway. He's got 10.
Put enough touch on it.
Johnson gets it over to Eastman on the right wing. He tries to drive on Quintana. Nice little hesitation move, and he scores a floater on the baseline.
And we know what J.J. Eastman could do, and scoring on the best player is a really good look.
So here comes Quintana. He's cut off by Elton Rocky. Gets it down low, and Tanner Morris scores the easy one on the baseline. Jordan Fry calls timeout. Aaron Samaro's getting ready to check back in. He's got 2 personal fouls. So 31-14 is the score. 6:16 to go here in the second quarter. Hyaks trail. Once again, Hyaks in their home whites. Ravens in black with burgundy or maroon trim. I'm colorblind, so I can't tell. Anyway.
I don't see any burgundy or maroon trim.
You're colorblind too. Anyway, so Quintana leading the way with 10. He averages 20 a game. Nolan Miller off the bench with 4. Aaron Samaro's got 5. Tanner Morris with 5. On the Hyak side, it's J.J. Eastman with 6 to lead the way. Parker Johnson with 3. Boatwright with 2. And Elton Rocky with 2. So 31-14 is the score. Hyaks inbound. Here comes Roston Herrera. He's running a point. So he's out there with Johnson. Herrera with a nice move to get inside. A better pass would have resulted in a 3. Here's Eastman with a 3. That's money.
You do not want him shooting wing threes that open.
No, you do not. 31-17. Hyaks cut into the lead. Here's Banker. Gives it off to Roscoe, who just checked back into the ball game. Saved by the Hyaks. Here they come the other way. So they get a defensive rebound, 1 and done for the Ravens. Here's Parker Johnson, drives inside, gets it into the right corner to Polk, out to the wing to Rocky. Roston Herrera now on the right wing. He drives on Banker, can't do much with it. He's stuck on the baseline, dumps it down to Eastman. Tough shot, no good. Rocky can't get the rebound. Quintana clears for the Ravens.
Let's go, defense.
Another decent opportunity for the Hyaks. Here's Quintana, gets to about 14 feet away. Jump stop, jump shot, and it's good. He's got 12.
Really good body control there to get the turn in the middle, the 14-foot jumper. And he's shown what he can do. He's been impressive.
Parker Johnson, long range 3, money!
Even though it was kind of like the Chief Lachey game with JJ hoisting up a lot of threes early on. But this time, Parker kind of needs to.
And we got a jump ball situation. And the Hyaks will take the ball on the alternating possession. Nice play by Roston Herrera to get a hand on the ball there.
The reason I say that he needs to is, as we mentioned early, that he needs to get it going early on, and he doesn't take enough shots. And even though it's not ideal when you do it over and over and over again and miss, you still need it for confidence, and we know what he can do as a freshman.
He's the second best pure shooter on this team. Mm-hmm. And as we talk about it all the time, we talk about it with him pregame and postgame, and he knows that he is a scorer, but he admits that he is unselfish on the basketball court.
Which is what you need, but at the same time, you got to know what your abilities are, and you got to, know, hey, sometimes I need to take over as well. I need to be able to show that, I can be that imposing force instead of being that selfless player, which is, you want a bit of both. You want your playmakers to take over at the right times.
And when Roston Herrera's out there running the point, Parker can play the 2 spot and look to score more often. JJ drives in. They're going to call a foul before the shot. Thought it was going to be a shooting foul, but no.
Hey, Dylan.
Wasn't sure on the jersey number. It's either 33 or 35. So not sure who they called that on. If it's on Samaro, that's his 3rd, but we'll see. There's Elton Rocky with it on the inbound. He drives in. Floater, no good, too strong. Not a bad look from about 10 feet away. Here comes Banker. Pass. I think Eastman got a hand on that. We got a foul on the play. That's going to be on Samaro. So he either has 3 or 4. I'm not sure which.
I'm thinking 3.
Yep. So the other foul had to be called on Tanner Morris, and that was his first. 3 team fouls on the Ravens.
I still think, especially because of the Hyaks lineup, the Ravens are definitely playing much faster going up and down the court. The Hyaks are in this thing.
And there's a foul committed by Ritterbusch on Parker Johnson trying to steal the ball as the Hyaks tried to break the press. So a little, I wouldn't call it lazy, just a late pass.
Yeah.
And there is the inbound to Elton Rocky from Herrera. Back to Herrera, top of the key. Picked up by Banker. Here's Parker Johnson. Quintana on him. Gets a screen from Elton Rocky. Drives in. Foul called.
Good corner.
And it's a shooting foul. And I think that's on Quintana. And that's his third.
That is huge.
It is big time. Schluter is set to check back in. Parker Johnson go to the free throw line for a pair.
And even though there was a lack of movement on that offensive possession, it was a key screen by Elton Rocky to get Parker Johnson free and get to the line.
Johnson with the first free throw, too strong off the back iron. He is struggling from the free throw line tonight. He's 0 for 3.
Hey, at some point in time, I just took a third.
So Johnson with the second one. Hyaks trail 33-20, 4:10 to go in the second quarter. Free throw up and good. He's got the range and the rhythm now. He's got 7 points.
And a 30-second timeout for the Hyaks.
Thank you, sir. All right. So Quintana goes to the bench in foul trouble with 4:10 to go here in the second quarter. Hyaks nowhere near out of this. They're down by 12, but with their three-point shooting ability, they can shoot their way right back into this ball game.
And it's proven with even J.J. Eastman's limitations with being ill that he's still J.J. Eastman. He's still doing all the things. And unlike a lot of games that we see, he's off to a fast start. And I think coming off the bench has something to do with it.
And he's shown his shot blocking ability already as well. And despite the illness, he's still the Hyaks' best scorer, and he's getting inside. He's getting to his spot. Speaking of getting to his spot, that's what Quintana does. He gets to his spot wherever he wants to shoot from, and it's hard to stop him from getting there.
Right, and now you need to, as a bit earlier at the end of the first quarter, take advantage of the non-Quintana minutes. You didn't before, now you got to now with J.J. Eastman being out there a lot more.
Yep, and Dylan Polk getting some extended run. He's playing well. Here's Ritterbusch, tries to drive on Eastman. Does. Eastman sends him packing, but the Ravens get the offensive rebound. That one is missed by Juan Martinez. Hyaks with the rebound. Here comes Eastman the other way. Tries to get inside. He's called for a carry. It's a turnover on the Hyaks.
You kind of see that a lot going up the court, but that time when you're trying to drive into contact, the refs are going to notice that a little bit more.
Wide open three from Ritterbusch is good.
It's got to be able to close out a little bit better. The Hyaks have had trouble out in the perimeter tonight.
15-point lead for the visitors. Here come the Hyaks the other way. Parker Johnson. Ball slipped out of his hand, and it's stolen. Going the other way, Ritterbusch with the jump shot. Too strong back iron. Johnson with the rebound. Trying to bring it up court. Gets a screen from Dylan Polk. Crosses the timeline. Corner three from Eastman on the way. Too strong. Here come the Ravens the other way. Eastman, instead of sizing up a block, comes up with a steal. And it's off the Ravens. It'll stay with the Hyaks with 3:10 to go before halftime.
It's a simple hustle plays that you got to look at, especially with the Hyaks, that they can either struggle with or outdo a team with.
So here's Rocky with it. Nice pass. Polk gets the nice layup. He's got 3.
Rocky threading the needle there in between and getting an opportunity for Dylan Polk.
Taking the press break and turning it into instant offense. Three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound, though, goes to the Ravens. Another 3 on the way, and that one's short by Schluter. And here comes Parker Johnson the other way. Trail by 13. J.J. Eastman in. Floater, good.
That is a tough shot and a half.
He's got 11. Banker gets it to Schluter, drives on Johnson, gets it down low to Martinez, back out to Schluter. Here's Ritterbusch. He's tied up by Eastman, over to Banker. He tries to get past Herrera, does. Scoop shot, that one's going to be knocked out of bounds by Martinez. It'll belong to the Hyaks. I'm surprised the foul wasn't called there.
Yeah, I definitely thought it was going to, but the Hyaks are playing at their pace now, especially when you're operating the offense the way you want with J.J. Eastman.
11-point game, almost a turnover. Eastman with it, gets it down low to Elton Rocky. He thought about trying to get it down low, but ball was kicked by the Ravens, so we'll get a fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock.
Gotta appreciate Elton Rocky's minutes in this game, creating a lot of offense and doing some decent things on defense too.
Hyaks throw it away on the inbounds. I'm not sure who it's going to belong to. Looks like it's going to stay with the Hyaks. So we get another kickball situation. It'll stay with the Hyaks. They'll reset the shot clock.
Hey, you're good. Just stay.
So Roston Herrera will inbounds. They have not reset the shot clock. 24 to shoot. 1:55 to go here in the quarter. Herrera drives in. Can't get past the defense. We got a jump ball situation. Nice job by Tanner Morris there to tie it up, and it'll belong to the Ravens.
It's about these last 2 minutes that are going to be key for these Hyaks. Limit the fouls, but you got to be able to limit the scoring as well.
If they can get it under double digits by halftime, they'll be in good shape. Schluter with the three, short, no good. Rebound, Elton Rocky. So here come the Hyaks the other way. Threw it away. Trying to get it to Dylan Polk. So
got to pay attention.
Nolan Miller checks back into the ballgame. He's got 4 points for the Ravens. He had some quality minutes the last time he was out there. He wears number 30. He's built more like a linebacker. So Parker Johnson's tying his shoe. He's ready to go. 36-25, 1:32 to go here before halftime. Inbound Schluter wanted a three. Parker Johnson stopped him. Johnson comes up with the steal. Here he comes the other way, gets it to Dylan Polk. He runs over a defender, no call. Roston Herrera with it. He tries to drive inside. He's cut off. Nice pass to Polk. Left-handed layup is good.
Polk has gotten some good cuts and finding lanes in this defense tonight.
He cuts it to 9. He's got 5 in the game so far. Here comes Banker the other way. Easy score for him. He's got 4. Inbound. Here comes Johnson. Long pass to Eastman. Thought about a 3. Comes inside for a 2. Scores easy. Back to 9.
It just looks like JJ has just gotten a lot more comfortable.
You know, maybe since he doesn't feel well, he's not pressing. You know what I mean? Long 3 on the way from Schluter is good. He's got his second 3 of the night. He's got 7. 41-29, under 30 to go. Hyaks almost throw it away. Here's Parker Johnson. Gets past Banker. Corner to Polk. He tries to drive baseline. His defender thought about pulling the chair. Roston Herrera's 3 is blocked. 14 to go. 12-point lead for the Ravens. Miller with it. Dribble handoff to Banker. Banker tries to get past Herrera. Dribbles it off his own foot. Miller's 3 is blocked, and that's going to end the half. 41-29, not the worst end to the half. Dylan Polk with some quality minutes off the bench for North Beach.
Most definitely, and I'm surprised he got as many minutes as he did, considering Sawyer Reither sat a lot, same with Aiden Boatwright. But it's quality minutes that you needed, especially with a thinner bench than usual, and big minutes from J.J. Eastman as per usual. You know, we kind of don't, it's kind of expected for him to play well in the sense, but with him being in the condition that he is in, it's, you know, you question, you know, how much impact is he going to have? And he did a great job in that first half. The Hyaks are in this ball game. It's just a lot of defensive lapses down low, being able to get rebounds, and not to mention a lot of backdoor cuts that the Hyaks are allowing because of the dribble penetration. It's definitely frustrating to watch, considering it happens over and over again. But you got a lot of scorers on this Ravens team, like Quintana that can, drive a lot of attention that results in, these easy buckets. But the Hyak's also creating a lot of good shots from the three-point range. Dylan Polk is a lot of good situational awareness of where he is on the court. Elton Rocky getting good rebounds. It's just, you're getting contributions from, everyone on this team right now. And Parker Johnson, it'll come to him. You just got to keep shooting.
You're listening to Hyak's Basketball on KOSW 88.9 FM, streaming at KOSWRadio.com, and watching on North Beach TV's YouTube channel. Will be tape delayed on North Beach TV, cable channel 68. Daryl Prowse, executive video producer, and we've got Papa B and Trey Smith in the KOSW studio on the Wheels of Steel tonight. Taking a look at our halftime stats for visiting Raymond South Bend Ravens. Chris Quintana, 12 points, 7 for Isaac Schluter, 6 for Carson Ritterbush, 5 for Tanner Morris, Nolan Miller with 4 off the bench, 3 for Aaron Samaro, Chris Banker has 4, and Juan Martinez has 2. For the Hyaks, Parker Johnson with 7, Elton Rocky with 2, J.J. Eastman with a game-high 13 points off the bench, Dylan Polk with 5. So the halftime score, 41-29. The Hyaks, like you said, are definitely in the ball game. They cut it to 9 with about 2 minutes left to go in the half. They were unable to cut it any tighter than that. Athletic Director Brent Washy leading the halftime shooting contest. Again, 2 liters of soda seem to be the prizes.
Yeah.
So both teams, again, struggling from the free throw line. That seems to be the case with every team that has come through here.
That's almost the expectation at this point, is to be bad at the free throw line.
You look at pro and college teams, and even the worst ones are shooting 60 to 70%. But you look at Pacific 2B basketball, girls and boys, none of them can shoot free throws.
And there's a lot of things, not just shooting a 15-foot shot. There's a lot of there's pressure in it, right? You're kind of all by yourself here. The crowd's behind you. It's a pressure moment, so you can definitely understand why it can be difficult, even though it's, there's no defender on you. So as a spectator, can kind of be frustrating, but at the same time, there's a mental aspect to it as well.
When I played growing up, I took pride in shooting free throws. It was like the one thing I was really good at. I could probably go out there right now and drop 9 out of 10. But
maybe.
I don't know if I could do it with like a 2 liter of soda on the line, but whatever. So
that's a lot on the line, though.
If we run out of bottles, I have 20 more over there, so if you hit it, let me know.
So again, we've been talking about it all year. Halftime festivities with the shooting contest. Pre-game introductions have been really pumped up to the next level. Cheerleaders tonight, no band, but we've had the Hyaks band, and they've sounded better this year than we've heard them, at least in my 3 years of doing it. So Jeff Simmons doing a nice job coaching them up. Jessie Patton leading the cheerleaders. She's in her first year as the cheer coach. They've been cheering for both girls and boys basketball. Tomorrow night, we'll be right back here at the House of Pain as the girls squad hosts the Forks Spartans. Tip-off at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, 5:45 pregame show. And then on Saturday, we got a doubleheader for you, 1:30 and 3 o'clock. Girls first, taking on Acosta. They just upset Acosta on the road, 37-31 a few days ago. The boys will take them on in the nightcap. Acosta's boys team is playing really, really good basketball. They just beat Tohola by 3 last night in a thriller. And then on Monday night, the season finale, Tohola comes to town on senior night. The girls will play at 5:30, the boys at 7. We already know, we've already had way too much J. Charlie revenge. He dropped 25 the last time those teams played in a big win for Tahola. So we'll see if they can throw a blanket over him.
And I have no doubt there's going to be a crowd for that game.
Absolutely. So from what we've heard tonight, Raymond South Bend has traveled pretty well. It's not that long of a drive to get here.
No.
Tahola right up the road, they will travel well. Acosta will travel well from Westport, you know that. So we should have some really, really good crowds to end the season. I don't think we're going to have any sparkly vampires tomorrow night.
Dawn.
All right, so the one guy who really couldn't get going offensively that hopefully we see in the second half is Sonny Terrell. He has some opportunities early, but then found a seat on the bench.
But also he didn't get many minutes in the second quarter, and that goes with, you know, a lot of the starters in that first quarter. I think it's all about matchups and how everyone matches up, and it's proven with the guys like Dylan Polk, who has done really well for himself and getting 5 points, which if I had to guess a season high, considering what we've seen. And just seeing a lot of good contributions from that level on the bench. And it's, especially with J.J. Eastman, lack of bench depth, you're getting a lot of quality minutes, and especially guys that have been here a while. And near the tail end of the year, it's good morale for them. You're contributing to the team, and with an 11-point game or a 12-point game going into the third quarter, you got to hope for more scoring out of guys like Sonny Terrell, and hopefully Parker Johnson can get a little bit more accurate from the three-point range. He's been kind of like with Jay Charlie on the brain. J.J. Eastman from three-point against Chief Leshai, pressing a lot. Parker's kind of done the same, but he also is the kind of guy that, like we said, he doesn't shoot the ball a lot, and he shot it more in this first half than he usually does. So hopefully he can keep that up, and maybe we can see some different post players like Kenny Frank make more contributions as well, because the rebounding, again, has not been that great for the Hyaks.
No, and that's why with Sawyer right there on the bench much of the first half after starting the game, you know, you're giving up a lot of size to Tanner Morris and Aaron Samaro. Samaro in foul trouble with 3 fouls. Chris Quintana with 12 points, but he has 3 fouls. If I'm the Hyaks, I'm going right at him.
And I'd go at him with J.J. Eastman, who's been guarding him for the majority of the time when both of them are out there. But you just got to be more physical, and that second quarter was a lot better than the first quarter. So you got to be able to play your way into basketball, but on defense, it's about positioning. Not necessarily, boxing out has something to do with it, but where the ball lands on most rebounds off the rim, it's in the 14-15 range of the court, and the Hyaks have trouble getting there more times than not. So you got to be able to have the right positioning on rebounds, and you just got to turn that into points, and quick points as well, because the Ravens have gone up and down the court on you a lot, and sometimes the Hyaks are going to step slow, especially with moves at the top of the key. You got to stay disciplined, and you got to close this gap.
And maybe just get a hand in Schluter's face at the three-point line.
That's a thought.
He's made 2 threes off the bench tonight. Ritterbush with the other three-pointer for the Ravens. For the Hyaks, Parker Johnson has 2, and J.J. Eastman has 1. So the three-point battle is a draw.
Yes.
And if we've seen any kind of flaw in Quintana's game, he's not that great of a deep shooter, but get him inside of 18 feet, he's deadly.
Yeah, and it's a long game, and this is the first time we are seeing of him, and he's, proven to be, the guy that's advertised. So you just got to be able to shut him down, and for 3 fouls, you can be aggressive.
So here come the Hyaks to inbound as we start the third quarter. J.J. Eastman gets it to Roston Herrera. Between the legs dribble. He's picked up by Banker. Down low to Dylan Polk. Great feed. And another bucket for Polk.
Just being able to get behind the defense, and it's a good job by Roston Herrera finding him in the play.
10-point game. Quintana spins inside. Right-handed layup is good.
He is a problem.
That's an understatement. He's got 14. Here comes Parker Johnson. Crosses half court, right hand dribble between the legs. Gets it to Roston Herrera, top of the key. He drives inside, cut off, gets it to Polk. Drives inside, he's bumped and fouled and go to the free throw line.
He has been a really nice bright spot for this team, and being able to create his own offense there and drawing the foul. He does no moves that are very flashy. He's just doing the right thing.
And that's on Quintana. Oh no, excuse me, that's number 35. Samaro picks up the foul. That's his 4th.
Samaro's been big down low, being able to get rebounds and being physical. And first free throw is no good.
Polk has 7 points in the game so far. It's a 12-point game right now, 43-31. Samaro to the bench with 4. That's big because he's been huge on the rebounding end. Tanner Morris will have to pick up the slack there. Polk with the second free throw. That's no good. Ritterbusch with the rebound, outlet to Quintana. 1 on 4. Pulls it back out. He gets it over to Banker. Picked up by Eastman. Left corner. 3 on the way from Morris. No good. Back iron. Quintana batted it to Parker Johnson. Here comes Eastman the other way. 3-pointer on the way from the right wing. Just a little short. And Ritterbusch with the rebound. Here come the Ravens the other way. 12-point game. Under 7 to go in the third. Here comes Banker. Gets it to Morris. Morris drives in. Throws it to the right corner to Quintana. Got away with a travel. Gets inside. He scores.
And even though his size is not that impressive, he's very physical, and a guy against Roston Herrera, he's able to get his shoulder into him and create space.
Johnson with a 3, a little too strong. Walked into a contested shot there. Here comes Quintana the other way. Tries to get past Herrera, does. Gets it to Morris in the paint, out to Banker. He drives on Eastman. Fouled from behind, and Banker will go to the free throw line. Eastman picks up the personal, his first.
Knowing Eastman's positioning on that play, I think he was wanting Herrera there to come on the double team and try to close it out. But that's why he was kind of on his hip instead of trying to get in front of him to stop the drive. So it's just a tough play to be in.
Free throws up and good. First one. He's got 5 in the game. 15-point game, 46-31. Hyaks need to guard against letting this slip away here in the third quarter. Second free throw, that's up, no good, off back iron, offensive rebound. There's a long rebound for killing the Hyaks. Quintana drives. Eastman commits the foul on the block shot. And we're going to have free throws. That's Eastman's second. Good thing here is he does have fouls to give.
After the shot.
Juan Martinez at the free throw line. He's got 2 points, both from the free throw line. First one up, and that's good. He actually can shoot free throws. 16-point game. Hyaks need to guard against an offensive rebound here. That's a killer when you get offensive rebound on free throw. That one's no good, and Eastman with the rebound almost throws it away. Johnson with it. Tries to get by Banker. Behind the back dribble. Screen from Elton Rocky. Out to Herrera. Sonny Terrell getting ready to check back into the ball game for North Beach. Herrera, 3-pointer on the way. Off the glass, that's good.
The bank is open.
Herrera with his first points of the game. Cuts it to 13, 47-34. Turnover. It's going to belong to the Hyaks. Banker couldn't handle it on the baseline in the left corner. Sonny Terrell to inbound. Banker checks out, or excuse me, Ritterbusch checks out.
Getting some extra offense in for the Hyaks.
Schluter checks back in for the Ravens. Here's Sonny Terrell. Tries to drive on Banker. Gets by him. Out to Parker Johnson. Thought about a jump shot. Pass inside. Tries to get it to J.J. Eastman. And we got a timeout as Elton Rocky dives on the floor and gets the loose ball. Hyaks will keep it.
Problem is with Terrell on that baseline, he probably should have taken that shot. And he was about, less than a foot away from the basket. And he was looking for the pass and he got it off. But it ended up being a more sloppy position than it had to.
So, as we thought, this game was going to be called much tighter than games we've seen in recent weeks. Robert Edwards II, Bob Wiley, and Scotty Prince are calling a tight game. Bob Wiley usually does call a tight game every time we've seen him.
In those variations of it too. It's been a tight game, but they've also let him play for a good chunk of it.
Sure. Here's Eastman to inbound for North Beach. Gets it to Johnson. He's picked up, 3 on the way. Perfect.
Just sizing up your man, being able to shoot it over a tall defender. Good shot.
Cut the lead to 10, 47-37. Here's Quintana, picked up by Sonny Terrell. Gives it off to Schluter. Now here's Banker. Banker kicks it out to Morris. He drives in. He's cut off by Polk. Throws up a shot and it just rolls in the basket.
Sure, why not?
Just chuck it at the bucket.
Sure, why not?
Hey, I made that rhyme. Here's Parker Johnson. Gets a screen. Throws it out to Rocky. Top of the key. Dribbles right wing. Sonny Terrell. He drives inside. Jump stop. Shot. Good.
When he's able to control himself and settle down, especially, within 10 feet, Sonny Terrell is very hard to stop.
His first bucket of the game, 10-point game, 49-39. Eastman commits the foul as Juan Martinez goes up for the shot. That's 3 on Eastman.
They've been able to get good positioning on Eastman and being more physical against him, which is forcing him to be out of position, and 3 fouls on him in this quarter alone.
Right, but he's been more aggressive on defense. First free throw's up and good for Juan Martinez. He's got 4 points, all from the free throw line. He's 4 for 5 from the charity stripe. 50-39, 4:40 to go in the third. Second free throw off the front iron, no good. Offensive rebound. Rocky on the floor. He's called for a travel. I don't quite understand that one.
Nor do I.
Robert Edwards II making that call. Comes the inbound from Schluter. Down low, breakdown in defense, and Tanner Morris gets the easy one. He's got 9.
And
back
Eastman,
up to 13.
Eastman's definitely frustrated with himself on that one.
Sonny Terrell in the right corner, drives on Banker. Gets it out to Polk. He drives inside, kicks it out to Rocky. Rocky drives inside, cut off. And there's a turnover by the Hyaks. Rocky diving for the ball again, but here comes Quintana the other way. He's checked back into the ball game. Down low, Martinez kicks it back out to Schluter. Here's Banker. Schluter, 3 on the way. Way too strong air ball. Parker Johnson comes up with a rebound. 52-39, 3:50 to go in the quarter. Johnson, 3 on the way. Too strong, bounces over the top of the backboard.
If there's a spot Parker Johnson's always going to get to, and that's the wing 3 on either side, but you got to be able to hit that one, and he's been forcing those lately.
Quintana to Morris, back out to Quintana. Swing over to Banker, 3 on the way. That looks good, and it rattles in.
Terrell got over late in the rotation, and we've seen that many times.
He's got 8, 55-39. Up to 16. J.J. Eastman, he drops the 13-footer.
You're able to use your shoulder, getting some spacing in the middle of the court.
His first bucket of the second half. We got a foul on Elton Rocky. Kenny Frank checking into the ball game.
Hey, come here. Hey, come here.
So Rocky's got 2 personal fouls, 3 team fouls on the Hyaks, only 1 on the Ravens. It's the opposite of what happened in the first half. Schluter 3 from the top of the key, and that's good.
Let's not have him shoot.
He's got 10, 58-41, 17-point game now with 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Kenny Frank with it. Gives it up to Eastman, top of the key, 3 on the way. That bounces in.
Sure, why not?
He's got 18. Quintana drives in, kicks it out to Banker. He tries to drop it off. Bad pass, but Quintana comes up with it. Jump stop, left-handed layup is up and good.
They're going to split the zone with a lot of nifty moves. The jump stop there, getting that one to roll in.
16-point game. Here's JJ, 18-foot jump shot. 2 strong back iron. Morris with the rebound, gives it up to Quintana. Behind the back dribble, drops Kenny Frank. Kicks it over to Banker. Morris, 3 on the way from the top of the key. Short, no good. Eastman with the rebound, can't handle it. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Ravens.
Kind of a tough position there for Eastman to be in.
16-point game, 60-44, 2:11 to go in the third. Schluter inbound. Banker left wing three on the way, and that's good. And all of a sudden, Raymond South Bend has decided to turn into the 2015 Golden State Warriors.
Tell me about it.
Here's Eastman. He drives in. His shot's no good. Rebound Quintana going the other way behind the back. 19-point game. Banker wanted a three, gets it down low to Morris. Shoots over Eastman, and that's good. And this is starting to get out of hand. 65-44, 21-point game. Here's Eastman. Three-pointer from the right wing. Too short. Rebound, Banker. Gives it off to Quintana. Goes the other way. Cut off by Kenny Frank. Nice hesitation. Kicks it out to Schluter. Three-pointer on the way. And that is good. And there's a whistle. Quintana's on the floor in pain. It's now a 24-point game, 68-44. 1:22 to go in the third. Quintana helped up by his head coach. Looks like he rolled an ankle. I'm no doctor, but I just play one on the radio. He's going to head to the bench. And the way they're shooting the three ball right now, they don't need him.
No, it's been, it's been Schluter, it's been a lot of other players, putting the pressure on the Hyaks in this quarter with three balls. And when you got Banker and Schluter shooting the way they are, it's, you got to be able to weather the storm.
Herrera gets it to Sonny Terrell, 15-footer, won't go down. Kenny Frank with the offensive rebound in the bucket.
Good job not putting it on the floor, just going right back up.
Yep, nice basket for him, his first bucket of the game. 22-point game. Morris, corner, Miller, no good. Johnson the rebound. Here come the Hyaks the other way. Roston Herrera with it. Nice pass down low to Frank, and an alley-oop is good.
The good thing about Frank is he's got a really quick trigger when he gets the ball.
He's got a nice touch around the basket. So here comes Banker the other way. Drives on Sonny Terrell.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
Schluter three-pointer from the left wing, no good this time. Offensive rebound, and that is put back up and in by Juan Martinez. His first points of the game, not from the free throw line.
And Rather just was out physical in that possession there. Got the shoulder into him, got pushed off, and it was an easy two.
22-point game, 70-48. Shot clock is off. Hyak's going to hold for the last shot here. Herrera drives in, drops it to Frank. This time no good. Herrera, the offensive rebound, won't go. Banker, the rebound. And the Ravens will have a chance at the last shot. Miller with it. Over to Banker, swings it over to Morris, right corner. Schluter three in rhythm, no good. Herrera with the rebound, so no damage done there. However, it's a 22-point game. Exactly what we said, could not happen.
Right, and the thing is with them, and the Hyaks, scoring 19 and a quarter, sometimes that's not the bad thing, but when a three-point barrage happens on the other way.
When you give up 29 in the quarter.
Yeah.
That's the other, right. So 12 points out of Banker and Schluter in that quarter. 13 overall, 12 of that from the three-point line. Quintana with 18, he's out injured. Tanner Morris with 6 points in the quarter, he's got 11 for the game. So as Shaquille O'Neal likes to say, the others.
Right, and it's definitely hurtful sometimes when you're in the right position and they could just hit it over you. But a lot of the time out in the perimeter, the Hyaks have made the wrong plays, whether it's being a little step too slow or just not closing out. That's been a problem a lot today, and the movement from the Ravens offense has hurt them.
All these threes that they're making are wide open. The contested threes are not going in. Here's Schluter, gets it down low to Samaro. It is stolen by Roston Herrera, and that's a jump ball. That's going to belong to the Hyaks. So Samaro back in the game. He's got 4 fouls. He wears number 35. He's a junior post player. Here comes Roston Herrera, drops it off for Parker Johnson. Johnson into the right corner. Aiden Boatwright back in the game, gives it up to Sonny Terrell. He drives, gets on the baseline, short shot, no good. And we have somebody stepped on the line, I believe. It'll go back to the Hyaks. you know, the Hyak's coaching staff just needs to get out of my line of vision. I know that's not how it works, so that's a joke. Anyway, here's Herrera. He drives 13 feet away, throws it away. Nolan Miller comes up with the steal. He wears number 30. He drops it off for Banker. Swings it over to Schluter. Gets it down low to Miller. Frank cuts him off. Martinez, they swing it over to Banker. Left side three, no good. Offensive rebound. They get it to... I can't even with this. It's a car wreck in the right wing.
I need a nap.
In the right corner, and yeah. So it's a travel called on the Hyaks.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Jaden Silva checks in for the first time for the Ravens. They get it to Samaro in the painted area. His shot up is no good. It's an air ball. Parker Johnson comes away with the rebound. Outlet to Sonny Terrell. He drives in, drops it off for Kenny Frank. Easy basket.
When he's able to get his hands up high and be able to get the pass in the proper area, he's able to get that shot off quickly and in.
Cuts it to 20, 70-50. Here's Miller. Miller on the left wing tries to get through a double team, has trouble with it. Silva gets it over to Banker. Down low to Samaro. He's double teamed. They get it to Martinez. He shoulders Kenny Frank out of the way. Can't score. Roston Herrera with the rebound, and he's fouled by Samaro. If that's on Samaro, he is fouled out of the ball game, and he is gone.
That is huge because he has been that physical presence down low for a lot of it, and Tanner Morris has been as well. He's been more of the scorer, Morris, but now he's checking back in.
Well, hang on here. We've got a stoppage of play. They've got to allow the substitution here. So Tanner Morris comes in, sophomore forward. He's got 11 so far in the ball game. 70-50. Hyak still have a chance here, especially with Quintana out of the game with the ankle injury.
This is the time you lose, one of the bigger presence down low, and you lose and you don't have your best scorer out there. This is the time to jump on them.
Kenny Frank with 6 off the bench for North Beach in the third quarter. In the third and fourth quarter. Sonny Terrell with it. He tries to drive in. Jump stop on Silva. He's trapped and fouled.
Sonny, at that point in time, you got 2 guys on you.
Actually, I think they called a travel on that play. It's going to belong to the Ravens. 6:10 to go in the ball game. Here's Banker, gets it to Miller, back out to Morris. They swing it over to Silva. Banker, three-pointer on the way. Too strong. Offensive rebound by Miller. He gets it down low. Martinez has his shot blocked by Kenny Frank. Fight for the ball. Morris has it. They try to get it out to, Parker Johnson had it. Try to get it to Sonny Terrell. Down low. Morris is fouled. He scores. He'll go to the free throw line.
As I said with Morris, he's been the one that's looking to score a lot more down on the post, and he's usually in the right position and getting good hands down low in the baseline.
At what point do the Hyaks put J.J. Eastman back in the ball game? Can he go? Free throw is up and good from Morris. 73-50 is the score. Juan Orozco is getting ready to check back into the ball game for the Ravens. Johnson with the 3, too strong back iron. Boatwright can't get the rebound. Here comes Banker the other way, gets by Roston Herrera. Drives in on Parker Johnson. Johnson with a nice contest, shot no good. Sonny Terrell with the rebound. He's picked up by Silva. Here comes Sonny the other way.
Got to speed it up.
Gets it over to Roston Herrera. Three-pointer from the left wing is short, no good. Silva with the rebound. Here comes Banker the other way for the Ravens. Miller, pass intercepted. Parker Johnson the other way, 3-on-3. Johnson drops it off for Terrell. He drives inside. Floater is up and good.
Terrell's done a really nice job of getting some nice shots inside. A lot of pressure around him, but he's been pretty controlled.
He's got 4 points, 19-point game, 73-52. They get it inside to Miller. His shot up. Too strong, no good. Hyaks can't get the rebound. Banker with it. Gets it back to Miller. Left side to Silva. He's double teamed. Gets it out to Miller. Swings it around to Banker. All the way around left side to Silva. Couple of dribbles. He gets to the free throw line. Morris with the 3 from the right corner is an air ball batted around Ravens with the offensive rebound. Gets it to Morris. His shot is good.
Just the second chance opportunity's been a problem for the Hyaks all season. And now in the second half in particular, you've allowed a lot of three-pointers off of it as well.
16 for him, 75-52, 4 minutes to go. Roston Herrera with it. Gets it to Sonny Terrell on the right wing. He tries baseline on Silva. His shot is up and good, and he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line.
As we said in the top, he's probably the only street baller that they have, and he's definitely that kind of guy that can get scrappy, and he's the best player in that sense.
So, a couple of subs here. We've got Nettie Camarena checking into the ball game for the first time. Juan Orozco is into the ball game. Numbers 10 and 11. Morris is out there, along with Miller. Sonny Terrell at the free throw line, trying to complete the three-point play, and he misses the free throw. Boatwright with the offensive rebound. Gets it to Sonny Terrell, drives baseline, jump shot, rims out. Here come the Ravens the other way. Here's Nolan Miller. Crosses over Herrera, drops it off for Camarena. His shot is up and good. He's in the scorer column. 77-54, 3:38 to go, and Camarena will go to the free throw line.
When the other team is just being able to be the more physical team, be the faster team, and you're not getting anything on your own ends on both sides, it's not a good look. And in the fourth quarter, where that third quarter was all Ravens, you've definitely lost the game in the sense of being able to control it, that is.
So, Nettie Camarena, three-point play, the old-fashioned way. Here's Sonny Terrell. Gets it to Parker Johnson. Johnson trying to cross over Camarena. Gets it down low to Kenny Frank. He drives under the basket, trying to get it to Boatwright. It's batted away. Here comes Morris the other way. 78-54, 3:21 to go in the ball game. Silva, his jump shot is up and good. And this one's pretty much done.
A lot of backs turned away from the play from the Hyaks, and you're able to shoot over that pretty easily.
80-54, 3:07 to go. Parker Johnson with it. Sonny Terrell, baseline jump shot is no good. Too strong. Silva with the rebound. Ravens heading the other way. Here comes Ritterbush, who's checked back into the ball game. Swings it over to Silva. Silva gets inside. Mid-range jump shot is good.
The mid-range is always a killer, and it's one of the most underrated aspects of today's basketball.
And they're up to a 28-point game. Parker Johnson's three is no good. Frank can't get the rebound. Here comes the Ravens the other way. Camarena can't handle it. And Sonny Terrell with the steal the other way. Dylan Polk. Cut off on the baseline, lost the ball. Here comes Roscoe the other way, gets it to Camarena. His shot is up and good.
Good job getting that shot in between two defenders. That was not an easy layup.
30-point game now, 84-54, and all of a sudden the Hyaks can't score anymore. Johnson three from the wing, no good. Nobody under the basket for a rebound for North Beach. Morris comes away with it.
Problems doing those shots too soon. You're not able to get your offensive guys down the court quickly enough.
Yeah, he's just walking into that three with nobody under the basket. The subs for Raymond South Bend here in the fourth quarter have been shooting lights out.
And it does help when the Hyaks defense is just simply not there when you're dropping back so far that, all they need to do is get a little shoulder into you, be physical, and get a 15-foot jump shot. They're making it easy for the Ravens.
So I don't think we're going to see J.J. Eastman with this score out of control here. I got to think that it would have been a closer game had J.J. not been ill.
That is true.
The way he was scoring against his team.
That is true, but I definitely don't think he'd be the only reason to stop the Ravens' three-point barrage in that third quarter.
Angel Morales checks into the ball game for the Ravens, as does Miguel Perez. And here comes Orozco, gives it off to Silva. Three on the way is an air ball. Offensive rebound from Morales, and he's in the score sheet. Inbound to Parker Johnson. A minute and a half to go. 32-point game. The Hyaks are going to fall to 3-14, 1-6 in the district. We can kiss district playoffs goodbye. Johnson with a 3, and that's good.
Set up well by the screen by Sonny Terrell.
Johnson with 13 tonight. So Nettie Camarena. Now a couple of dribble handoffs. Ball batted out to Camarena. He drives baseline, gets it to Roscoe. 3 on the way, no good. Batted around. Offensive rebound from the Ravens. Angel Morales gets down low, and he is fouled on the play. He's going to go to the free throw line for a couple. Aiden Boatwright called for the personal foul. His first.
And overall with,
No, go ahead.
with post players with Aiden Boatwright, who has had good minutes in the first half in particular, and well, mainly in the first quarter. They've had some good rotation from the post players, as the first free throw is no good. It's just tough to weather the storm with the 3-point shooting. And even though, we've guys like Dylan Polk play well, you got to be able to get better positioning, especially late in these games.
So here's Sonny Terrell, less than a minute to go. Dylan Polk drives in, and he scores again.
Speaking of him, he's been in that bright spot.
He's got 9 tonight.
Not on my bingo card.
No. All right, Perez with it. Gets it over to Camarena. He's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. 31 seconds to go in the ball game. 86-59 is the score. Foul is on Dylan Polk, his first.
Now with 31 seconds, let's hope they don't mess up my parlay.
Oh, geez, here we go. We already talked about bingo cards. Now we're talking about parlays. Free throw is no good. So we're back to the guys who can't shoot free throws.
Right.
So Nettie Camarena, junior guard, where's number 11? Puts that up and drops that one. Of course, I had to open my big mouth.
Now my parlay's ruined. Okay, I'm going to go home sobbing.
3 points tonight. All right, 1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Sonny Terrell, gets inside. Shot is short. Boatwright can't collect the rebound. And here comes Roscoe the other way. Tries to get it to Camarena. Saves it somehow. I thought that was out of bounds. Angel Morales with it. They can just dribble it out here. Hyak's trying to play tough defense. Silva will it. He'll dribble it out, and that'll be the end of it. 87-59 is your final score. Hyak.
At PNW Web Designers, we specialize in creating professional, functional, and affordable websites for small businesses. Whether you're across town or across the Pacific Northwest, we will help you get your business online with a cost-friendly website that is visually appealing, user-friendly, and optimized for search engines. Contact us to request your free demo.
Second, so Quintana is the player of the game, and then we got 2A and 2B. For the Hyaks, of course, off the bench, J.J. Eastman with a team-high 16 points. He'll be our Hyaks player of the game for tonight. He had a flu game. He played pretty well, but it just was not nearly enough. No. So Roston Herrera with 3. Parker Johnson, he had 13 tonight. He did what we said he should do. Again, just not enough.
It's not enough.
Elton Rocky had 2 points for the Hyaks, 6 points for Sonny Terrell, 9 points for Dylan Polk, and 6 for Kenny Frank. Both those guys off the bench. Nice minutes and nice contribution from them tonight. On the other side, so you had Banker with 10 and 13 for Schluter off the bench.
Yeah.
Orozco with 3, Camarena with 3, Morales with 3, Juan Martinez, he had 6, Silva had 4, and then Tanner Morris had 12, and Samaro, he had 1. from the free throw line. He got foul trouble, but 18 for Chris Quintana. And he's our KOSW player of the game for overall for the game. J.J. Eastman, the Hyaks, a player of the game. That's going to just about do it. Any final thoughts, Noah?
Oh, I'm still here. Oh, okay.
Yes, you are.
It's, another game where you had to win it, and you didn't. And so you dropped 3-14. And as you said, the district play is kind of thrown out the window. You kind of played for pride at this point, and you go into the last few games of the season. You play for pride, you play for your teammates, you play for each other, and that's all you kind of can do. And it's a tough position to be because you're not playing for particularly any standings, but you just got to play for yourselves, and you got to play for what you believe in as a team. And there's still an identity to be had for sure with a lot of these players and of course the seniors, right? You got to be able to, they want to finish out the season properly. You just got to be able to, finish it out properly.
So that's going to do it for tonight. We got 3 games left on the boys' slate. We got a few games left on the girls' slate. We'll be back with you tomorrow night, 5:45 pregame show, 6 o'clock tip-off, as the North Beach Hyaks girls squad hosts the Forks Spartans. And then over the weekend, we got a doubleheader on Saturday and a doubleheader on Monday. So we'll be with you at 1:15 pregame show on Saturday with a 1:30 tip for the girls game, I believe. Might be a little off on that. And then Monday night, 5:30 girls game, 7 o'clock boys game. We'll start off with the pregame show.